looking at the parts in the box that you will find when you purchase the kit version of the Ansmann Racing Kryptonite. Now it's available in the kit version, and of course it's also available in our RTR ready to run version as well, or another version which is almost ready to run, which you either fit in your own engine or you can fit in your own electronics. That is also an option. So I had a comment today on YouTube saying what is the manual like? Is the instruction manual very useful and good for beginners? And now my personal first view is actually that no, it's not. It's pretty lacking the detail, to be honest, the manual, and for a beginner, I think a beginner would struggle with assembling their whole car. I think it would take them other years or it would never get done. So unless you've got experience, I wouldn't recommend you purchase the kit version. So I'm going to start off looking in this box here. Okay, and this is the one that has the body shell. You can see here we have the Kryptonite written in the large letters here, and having a look on this side now, it says Kryptonite. There is the exhaust hole given there, engine hole is already pre-cut on the top, and obviously in the inside we have some body clips sitting in there. So that is the body shell. It's a nice body shell, and it's actually the one that I wanted, even though I didn't choose it. Okay, so having a look in here, this is the first huge box of parts that you will find. I'm not going to take everything out because then it will get muddly, but the rear wing is in here as well. Okay, and then you can see we have these huge, these are really heavy, like they're proper heavy, these ones. These are the big bore aluminum shocks. We have 4 of them, and this truck is going to have 2 on the front and 2 on the rear. Okay. We have the exhaust, which is hanging away here. This is 1/8 scale exhaust, suitable for 0.21 to 0.32 engines, and that is the engine size limit that this one can take anywhere. If you fit in anything larger than 0.32, then you probably end up stripping differentials as well. Okay. Having a look now, this is the fuel tank with all of the fuel tank screws and everything here that is needed for the fuel tank assembly. This is 125cc fuel tank, plenty of room for large engines to run for a nice length of time on. Here we have some radio gear. This is the battery box of which the radio gear can sit in. And actually what is nice is that on the top here you can see it has all the different item numbers and also what the name is. So for example, it says radio plate vapor. Vapor parts are the same, by the way, but anyway, it says radio plate. Then in the instruction manual, when it says radio plate, it will give you that and the item number. Then you can look in the box. Boxes have numbers 1, 2, so you can look in the box, find which part. So in that way the manual is very good, in other ways it's not. Now what is nice is also they have pre-assembled all our differentials. So their front and rear differentials are already pre-assembled, so you don't have to worry about assembling all of these parts in here. This packet is greasy, so do not get grease all over you. And then having a look, I'm not going to remove the chassis because it's buried right under the bottom, but the chassis is right down there. Here we have the front and rear sway bars. And you can see, once again, it says stabilizer set. That's basically sway bars that says on there, and once again the item number as well. So good and labelled packets, and everything is put into a box for a reason. So don't go tipping everything out because then everything will be muddled together. So you need to keep it together in the boxes. Okay, so that is box 1. We have looked at that box. Okay, now I'm going to put this one aside and I'm going to have a look at box 2. These are huge 1/8 scale 17mm hex wheels. Okay, now these ones are real big, and these are the ones for the truck, the Kryptonite truck. These are huge 1/8 scale off-road wheels, and I've never seen wheels like it. From the Bug Crusher wheels, these ones are just huge compared to Bug Crusher ones. So first thing coming out of there is the wheels. Okay, that is the thing that really stands out in this box, and that is the wheels. 4 of them, of course. Okay, now looking in here, we've got things like the diff boxes, and once again it tells you the item numbers, the rear diff box, and the item numbers are given there. So that is useful once again. And here we have, everything is included, like I say, everything. Here we have the air filter, even comes with the oil, a nice 1/8 scale off-road air filter, so all them kind of things you don't have to worry about buying separately yourself. It comes as a kit, and them kind of things are always included. This one is the front shock tower, and it says steering plate. Sometimes have different names, but this one is actually either the steering plate, the bulkhead, or the shock tower, depending on which company you order with. Okay, and then looking elsewhere in here, everything is here, like the wheel hexes, and on there it says wheel hex with the item number. So we've got 17mm hexes there, 4 of those for 4 wheels, 4 axes as well. And then in here we've got separate standard Ansmann parts. These ones don't have labels on because they're standard throughout RC vehicles. In here we've got the switch, some nice lime coloured fuel tubing, and some batteries. The battery compartment there takes 4 A-sized batteries. And then in here we have all of these different parts, and everything is just in parts. I'm not going to show you everything because that would take ages. So everything is in here, everything, all the different parts you need are in here. I think, to be honest, the first thing you should do is have a look through your manual just to identify a few different parts and what you're going to need to do first. But apart from that, besides what to start with in the manual isn't really useful for much else. So all of this is going to go back in the box until tomorrow, and then we will get build videos started. Thank you very much, and more videos are coming soon.